Okay, welcome back to another video, everyone. Today I'm gonna review my Rogue comp plates. Yeah, honestly, before I get into like the workout, because this is gonna be my Sunday through Tuesday workout. It's gonna be bench blocks, squat and bench top singles, deadlift top single yesterday. Today's Wednesday, all in one video. Just first and last sets, last warm up, and top single. Just so everyone knows, I did get a red and a blue, so that's 198 pounds worth of comp plates, which is not a lot. But I have a 100-pound plate, so it's kind of evens out to meet day, whip wise, inches on the width on the bar, how difficult it is, because I did have just pound plates with 100-pound plates, and meet day felt easier. And it was a little thicker. It was a little bit thicker. It was actually, oh no, it was almost identical. 525 pounds would be 4 plates. I never used that. Okay, 4 plates would be 425. And that was, dang, I forgot. But this whole time I thought the 100-pound plates were 2.6 pounds. 2.625, but round is 2.6, but they're actually 2.4. I measured them wrong because every ruler has different measurements. If you know about rulers, you'll know. Some have longer between the 1 inch one and the next inch. Some have shorter, like little measurements between the quarter, the half, the quarter, the half, and the 3/4. So mine was the shorter one, and it is 2.4, 2.375. We'll go 2.4. So the whole time it was even harder than I thought. The pound plates, no comp plates. Now I have comp plates and 100-pound plates, best of both worlds, and this is the hardest it's ever found in my life. You'll see on deadlift specifically, but on everything, bench and squat too. And I feel great about my squat bench because I didn't have a lift off, and I did great with that one, and it's getting better. My bench has been looking good even with these comp plates because they feel harder. I do want to get another red. It's hard to get a red and a blue because it's $646, and I don't have that to just drop. I mean, I could drop it, but it's not smart, and I'll be broke. I want to be not as broke as possible, like as little, whatever, you know what I mean. I don't want to be broke, closer to not broke. So, my mom asked what I want for my birthday. I was like, well, I want a red. We could go half on it. Like, she said we could go half, and I was like, we could go half, so that'll be 177. But I don't know, I kind of like the blues. And I say that because I always talk bad about them, but they're skinnier. They're 0.89 inches compared to 1, because the reds are 1. And I feel like a lot of those with the 100-pound plate makes it even harder than having any reds. But I do want 2 reds to bench with 2 reds. That'd be 265 instead of a red and a blue. It bothers me. And to squat with 2 reds and to deadlift with 2 reds. But I don't know, I kind of like the blues because I never really had blues. Like FU just had 1 pair of blues. It had 12 reds and 1 of everything. So I kind of want to have a lot of blues for some reason. But I've been wanting 3 either way. So I may just get 2 reds and 3 blues because I wanted 3 and 3, but I might just do 2 and 3 because I have the 100-pound plate. So I'm pretty much gonna come to the conclusion that I won't sell those. But it'll look so weird though. Okay, so here's the video. Enjoy. So this is what I train my training sessions since from Sunday to Tuesday. There's a 3-inch block press with 278, and that was just a single because I'm supposed to do a 4x2, but it was way too heavy. So the first 2 sets were singles, and then I did a 3x2. So I was just being a weenie. It wasn't as hard as I thought because here's the 2. I think I'm not sure. This is probably the first or the third set of the actual doubles. And then I did the 2.5 inch, very awkward setting with 2.5 inch press 4x4 with 243. And these comp plates, like I was saying about the 100-pound plates, how they feel way heavier. But then I got these, and I guess my body completely forgot what it's like to lift with comp plates. And now I think these are harder because that's 243, 100-pound plates 245. And yeah, it was really hard. And it's just right here, $399. That was super hard. And I had used the 100-pound plates to squat 420 before. And, like 400 and 385. You saw the old videos. And now here, I'm not even using a 100-pound plate to save me the stress. And yeah, this was way harder. So that's the top single. $399 was super heavy, but I decided $419, and it was a perfect 8. That's what I wanted. It may not have looked like an 8, but it was perfect 8. But everything felt heavy, and it was horrible. Last week, I did 355 4x4. So there's a 364 4x3. And it wasn't so bad. It just, like I said, just getting used to these comp plates. I love them a lot. I thought the 55s, the reds, I thought those were 1.06 inches. I don't know why I thought I found that somewhere. Well, technically, yeah, on Rogue's website, it says that. There's certain millimeters, I think 27 millimeters. Inches, that's 1.06. But I measured them with my ruler. Like, it's a really long ruler. It's like a tape measure. not the ones that, the one that you could just take onto a football field and just measure. And they're 1 inch on the dot. So I'm going to go with that. And 0.89 inches, the blues. And I measured my 100-pound plates wrong. It turns out those are 2.4 inches. So that's better news because I thought they were 2.625. So yeah, like these are way harder, and I forgot completely what it was like. And I benched, and bench went, honestly, with the comp plates for the week, bench was perfect because that was 268, and that was my last warm up, and I was debating on doing 278 because that's what I wanted. So I went 273 like a weenie. And it sucks because 278 is right under 280 and right above 276, which are comp plate numbers. And the pause wasn't the best on this 273, but honestly, I didn't have a lift off, so it wasn't so bad. Considering no lift off, it wasn't the worst. It wasn't the best, wasn't the worst. Then I did the same exact thing I did Sunday, 243, but with no blocks and 4x3. And pauses weren't the worst, but they sucked for sure. The sucky pauses, but they weren't the best. It's like a touch and go pause because I like to pause longer, but this was just so heavy and so hard. Like I could do it, but it just was a huge difference doing the comp plates. So whatever, I just had to pause a little bit less. These will not count in comp. Anything you saw in these videos will not count. And pause and comp because the pauses weren't great, lockouts weren't great, which is what I'm gonna get to now. Deadlift, that's the first time I was excited to try red, blue, and 100-pound plate, which is 443, which is about the same like width as 4 reds on all red comp plates, which is 485. It's about the same width. So this is 473, and this was like the hardest thing of all time. It was a 10. And I wanted 500 today, but it wasn't happening. Stop there because it just wasn't happening. And then I could have done 501 maybe, but it would have been like a 12. So I didn't want that. So 395 last week for a 4x4, and this is 399 4x3. It's like the easiest jump ever. And it wasn't even that hard. I just felt the difference on the slack and the whip. Well, for sure. Well, both. Yeah, slack and whip. Like right here, my hands are just hurting from the knurling because it's super sharp. But it didn't feel that much harder than 395. Remember, these are 53-pound plates that I use when the numbers seem off. So that's 243 plus 106 plus 50. Yeah, it was just honestly the knurling. It wasn't that hard. It was harder than the comp plates for sure. 100-pound plates for sure. So I take back what I said. Now I'm using both. It's like best of both worlds. I look forward to doing 453 squat, which will be 1 red, 1 blue, and 100-pound plate because that bar weighs 55-pound plates. The squat, the squat rack I have, it says it holds 550 pounds. I'm going to test that one day, like just to test it, not actually use it, just to see. But, I mean, it hasn't messed up on me. It hasn't wobbled on me. It's just, I'm very gentle with it, so I know nothing's wrong with it. It's just about weight. So to wrap it up, the weights are still on the bar. I had a very long day yesterday for deadlifts, like super long. Like I had a deadlift, like, okay, Monday I squatted, went to class, benched, I was in class. It was a very long process. I don't do accessories anyway, but yesterday I had to do deadlifts, top single deadlifts, go to class. No, I didn't have to go to class. I had to do a lot of things and then go to class while I was gone because everything's online. And then I had to come back and do good mornings way later. But it gave me so much energy for good mornings. Good mornings were easy. Like right after deadlifts, they're kind of hard. So maybe I'll just split up good mornings at the end of the day from now on. But I had no choice. So it was always broken up. That's a good thing about having a home gym. It's broken up and you can do it comfortably. But what I'm saying is the reds are 450 millimeters diameter. So they're about, I think they're 2 feet. I know they're 450 millimeters diameter, and so are the blues. They're the same height. So however much they didn't put that on the bottom of the screen, and then, okay, like I said, they're 1 inch, the reds, 27 millimeters, but I measure it with my own ruler. It is 1 inch on the dot, not more. And the blues, I haven't measured that with my ruler, but I said 8.9 on Rogue's website. It might even be more if I actually measure it. They're still on the bar, the weights, so I don't have them right now to just, like, record. But, like, what I was going to say is they have blemishes. The paint blemishes, you could see they didn't really finish the second coating right, the second layer, whatever you want to call it. And then there's blemishes on that, on I think just one red, actually. I don't know, but it was like a manufacturer, like their fault, not like anyone else's. And then there's, I think, blemishes on one red, like there's scratches and it has like chips. But that, I could complain, send it back and get another one, and I know they will do it for me. But it's not about that. It's going to take so long. And I understand, like, when Rogue, it gets shipped in a cardboard box, it's going to happen. Like, there's no way it won't damage. It's protected, yes, but it's going to happen in the warehouse, wherever, the factory. So it's no big deal. It's not the end of the world. They're really shiny. You saw the video. I love them. I'm in the middle of selling my 100-pound plates or not, but for now I do need them for nationals and worlds. But eventually, of course, I'm gonna sell them and just get reds and blues. So that's it for the video. That's it for the review. Hope you could see the difference with the comp plates with the red and the blue. 243 pounds and 253 pounds on the squat bar. That's how much that is with those. Yeah, can't wait to get more. And I'm planning on getting at least one more red before nationals. And yeah, that wraps up the video. So thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe.